Hi, I'm Amy Eisenstein. Welcome to Ask the Fundraising Expert, the place for simple, easy-to-understand fundraising advice and inspiration so you can raise significantly more money for the cause you love. Let's get started. Instead of starting with one of your questions like I normally do on Ask the Fundraising Expert, I'm going to start with a question of my own. This is a question I often ask board members when I'm facilitating a board retreat. The question is, why do you give your time, expertise, and finances, or time, talent, and treasure, to this organization when there are so many other worthy organizations out there? I recently asked this question a few weeks back when I was facilitating a board retreat for an organization whose mission is to help needy children through sports by building teamwork, creating a sense of responsibility, building confidence, physical fitness, and generally keeping kids safe after school. So after I asked the question, why do you bother to serve on this board? I gave board members a few minutes to jot down their thoughts and then asked them to go around the room and answer the question. If you have the time, you may want to take this exercise a step farther. Gail Perry, a fundraising colleague and mentor, does a version of speed dating where you get up and you tell your story to a partner for 2 to 3 minutes and then switch partners and repeat 3 or 4 times. At the end of this exercise, their story or pitch will be clear, concise, and solidified in their mind. It's always interesting to debrief after an exercise like this and hear what the board members learned about themselves and others. Every time I do this exercise, board members are surprised and delighted by what they come up with because they generally have never stopped to think about the organization or their service in these terms before. This simple question reaffirms and clarifies why the organization is important and in need of their support. It's really a great exercise for helping your board members to become better advocates for your organization, which is an important step towards being a good fundraiser. It's also important for you to understand why your board members choose to serve on your board and why they care. I like to use this instead of a traditional elevator pitch. You know, the pitch you're supposed to be able to make in the time it takes you to ride down in an elevator, because their reasons for serving are so much more personal than a traditional elevator pitch that's just about your organization. Your board members are more likely not only to remember their own story and reasons for serving, but be able to articulate them better. This is important because you want your board members to be able to tell their friends, colleagues, and anyone in their networks why your organization is important to them. Sometimes when I'm going through this type of exercise, I'll come across a board member or executive director who is concerned that board members be armed with facts and figures about the organization. But the bottom line is, they won't remember them. And they can always get facts and figures from your website or refer the question to a staff member for additional information. So I hope you'll use this question to help board members tell your story. Now it's your turn to share. I hope you'll join the discussion and help others by leaving a comment below. Did this video inspire you to try something new? Do you have an example or story to share? Do you agree or disagree with today's advice? If so, please let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to share it with your friends and followers. Finally, if you want to learn even more ways to supercharge your fundraising, visit my website, trypointfundraising.com. Join my list, and as a thank you, you'll get 2 of my most popular ebooks for free. That's the end of today's episode, but I hope you're feeling inspired and empowered. Thanks so much for doing your part to make the world a better place. I hope to see you next time on Ask the Fundraising Expert.